Good morning. I'm John McCauley, the Mayor of Mill Valley. Today, we honor the fallen on Memorial Day. According to the History Channel, this tradition began as Decoration Day. The Civil War ended in the spring of 1865 and claimed far more lives than any conflict in U.S. history, more than double World War I and World War II combined, and required the establishment of the country's first national cemeteries. The earliest Memorial Day event was organized by a group of freed slaves in Charleston, South Carolina at the end of the Civil War. Traditions varied over time in each state until 1971, when the National Day of Remembrance named Memorial Day began. Our country has its flaws, but from its foundation, we have strived as a people for a more perfect union. Today, we honor those who have made the ultimate sacrifice for our country. More recently, we have faced a different challenge, a virus. I am proud of what we have done as citizens to help stem this disease and also mourn those who have been lost. It feels to me like we're turning the corner in this new battle. There's no parade this year with our children lining the streets, cheering the passing cars and floats, and maybe grabbing a little candy every now and then, but I am optimistic and expect a full celebration next year. So today, let's enjoy the relief that the vaccine brings us and also spend a moment reflecting on those who have fallen defending our country. Thank you to the I Love a Parade Committee for organizing this event and to all you who've joined us on this virtual Memorial Day Parade event. Thank you.
Hi, this is Larry the Hat, one of the organizers of the I Love a Parade Committee. This year, unfortunately, we have to come to you virtually, but we've put together a great program which includes all of our town leaders, city manager and mayor, and leaders in the arts and the community center and the Chamber of Commerce to talk about what it's been like, where we're at now, and where we're headed in the future. I want to especially thank Paul Moe, who came up with this idea, and Cliff Walduck, who are part of the I Love a Parade Committee. We have a lot to look forward to. We have a lot to be sad about. Personally, even though I've lost my business to the pandemic, the town is coming back strong. Please get out there and support all your local businesses. But let's not forget why we're here. Today is a day that we honor those who gave their lives for our freedom. And, we don't want to forget. We need to honor the people in the front lines who gave their lives fighting this horrible disease. So where we're at now, as far as I can see in our community, people are coming out of it. We're getting vaccinated. We're taking care of ourselves. Our values, I think, my hope is that we've learned to love each other more and come together as a town and be more powerful than we've ever been. The future looks bright. Please stay safe. Tell the people that around you that you love them. Hug your neighbors. And we'll see you next year live at the Mill Valley Memorial Day Parade. Thanks so much. And now we're going to read the names of those we lost, giving their lives for our freedom in war, soldiers from Mill Valley.
Detail. Forward.
In World War I, Lytton P. Barber, Oscar Kappelman. In World War II, Arthur Arguewitz, John H. Bell, Arthur W. Fontes, Frank Gomez, George Landrock, Leighton McKenzie, Lucian Marsh, Russell J. Moden, William R. Reeve, Joseph C. Roberts. In the Korean War, Richard Strider. In the Vietnam War, Earl A. Drake, Ronald D. Miles, John P. Shannon, Jeffrey A. Turner, Charles F. Whitehead.
Order. Arms. Detail. Forward. March. Clear. Clear. Detail. Halt.
Good morning, everybody. Al Piombo, City Manager of Mill Valley, welcoming you to our second virtual Memorial Day Parade. I know we've done many of these in the past in person. I know Larry the Hat has probably kept tabs on how many he's helped organize. But as we start to emerge from this pandemic, I want to remind everybody of the importance of the sense of community here in Mill Valley. This really is a town where community members come together and really value special moments. Memorial Day is certainly one of those for us. I know when I got here a few years ago, one of my early introductions was this community event where Corte Madera Avenue was full of community members and volunteer firefighters for a pancake breakfast, which was followed by our ceremonial flag raising, and then of course the big event, the parade itself, where kids are filled with excitement, waiting to see all the different vehicles and candy and whatnot. And then of course, the kiddo-sponsored event down at Friends Field. We're planning big for next year. I believe we're gonna have a new addition that includes a coaster car derby where kids can race gravity cars down Miller Avenue as an added element. But for this year, please enjoy the holiday safely. Remember the importance of your connection to this community, and we'll see you in person next year.
Hey everyone, Max Perret here, Vice Chair of the Emergency Preparedness Commission for the City of Mill Valley. And for me, Memorial Day is a time for the whole community to gather in the public square. There's really no other time like it, where everyone comes downtown, the streets are blocked off, and it's really a celebration of all things Mill Valley. It starts off in the morning with the flag raising, honoring those who sacrificed their lives for our country, and then we all head over to the pancake breakfast, where the firefighters prepare pancakes for everyone, and then we move out to the parade, and then there's various festivities afterwards. Growing up in Mill Valley, it was always a time that I always looked forward to, often walking in the parade with our dog Bridget in the dog section. This year's going to be a little bit different, just how last year was because of COVID. And so we're not going to be in person, but very grateful that a virtual version of events is happening. And usually the Emergency Preparedness Commission, or EPC for the city, we do outreach when everyone's in line for pancakes. And we encourage folks to do simple things to prepare for wildfire season and earthquakes and flooding and other natural disasters. Simple things like making sure you have enough water in your home, know how to pack a go bag in case of emergency, know where your gas shutoff is in your house. Simple things that you can do to be better prepared. So unfortunately not there in person, but hopefully next year, and looking forward to the virtual events. Thanks.
Hey everybody, Jim Welty at the Mill Valley Chamber. Memorial Day weekend here is always about a few things: honoring our fallen heroes, eating too many pancakes to start the day, parading down Miller Avenue with our friends, neighbors, art cars, politicians, and every amazing business and nonprofit under the sun. And then heading over to the Friends Field and hitting the Kiddo Carnival, having a blast, and supporting the amazing work of Kiddo and supporting the arts in our schools. This weekend is the essence of community. For us at the Mill Valley Chamber, we want to shout out the absolutely incredible efforts that have been made by our businesses and nonprofits over the past 14 months to survive, sustain, and hold our community together. To the workers at every level all over town, words don't do justice to how much you've held Mill Valley together. To the owners and managers who have innovated your way through economic devastation, we are quite simply in awe of you. And to our entire 94941 community, we have one ask. Get out of the house and enjoy yourself. Eat, drink, shop, laugh, experience the arts and the outdoors, continue to be safe, and pick each other up. Go to enjoymillvalley.com if you need some help brainstorming ideas, and much love. Cheers.
My name is Mari Walsh. I am a native and local resident of Mill Valley. I have a large family that also resides here, and we are property owners and landlords. We have a lot of tenants that are small and local businesses who have, of course, struggled significantly during COVID. And it has been important to us to do everything that we could do to try to ensure their survival and that they stay in business during this time. Small and local businesses are a very important part of our community, and it's important that we all do what we can do to support them and to make sure that they can stay in our community. Memorial Day has always been a fun and celebrated holiday here. I have been going to the Memorial Day parade since I was a little kid, and then going to the community center afterwards with my family to celebrate, eat barbecue, listen to live music, and we're all looking forward to celebrating next year with everyone.
Hi everyone, I'm Peter Schumacher. I'm sitting in front of Bungalow 44 here, where I'm a co-owner of that, as well as Playa and Buckeye Roadhouse. Been in Mill Valley for 30 years with my wife Liz and my 3 kids. Memorial Day has always been a wonderful day for us in town. The parade brings the town together, the community, and it's important to remember the people who've done great things for us. Frontline people last year, the firefighters who fought for us, and some of them did fall. There are a lot of losses. There were a lot of losses in COVID. We all know how many people have passed away. It's important to just maybe slow down on Monday for a few minutes and remember the people we've known and had who experienced tremendous losses in their family and with their friendships. Being in the restaurant business last year was probably one of the harder businesses to be in, and community has come tremendously together. My staff pulled through. Some of them got COVID. We stayed home. Sometimes we locked down for a few days, sometimes even longer. We didn't know if we were going to make it, honestly. And that was super emotional. It was tremendously stressful. It was stressful for my family going to work and being afraid to maybe bring the virus home, even though we were serving the community and just trying to stay alive. But we made it through. We got vaccines now and things are looking up. I want to keep the best we've learned from last year in the future, and that's my hope for the future, that we are not just going back to the old normal, and we have a tremendous opportunity here. Thank you to the city of Mill Valley and everybody who lives here. Have a great Memorial Day, and I hope to see you soon in the restaurants. Thanks so much.
Hi, Sean McGrew, Interim Arts and Recreation Director for the City of Mill Valley. This year has been a crazy year. We've had the pandemic, we've had fires throughout California, and now we face a drought. So when I say the last year has been challenging for all of us, it might be a bit of an understatement. But what does the Memorial Parade mean to me? To me, it's the gateway to summer. It's the start of kids coming to day camps. It's the start of people biking on the multi-use pathway. It's the start to people having lunches at the Depot Plaza and enjoying each other's company. To me, the parade is really, it's what the small town character of Mill Valley is, and it represents it. The past year has been a roller coaster mixed with a spinning top. It's been crazy. It seems to be constantly changing, and every day recreation is reinventing and changing to whatever rules or regulations of that day. What I see now is us starting to come out at the end of the tunnel, where we can see light, where we're getting to see each other and getting to see each other without masks on, and not on Zoom, but in person with each other. And that, to me, is really what Mill Valley is all about, is our community, that small town character. I see Mill Valley and the Memorial Day Parade coming back even stronger. I think we're going to learn the lessons from today and apply them to tomorrow. I really see short term, over the next year, I see people going out to lunch more. I see a lot more hugging. And I think in general, I see everyone getting out and enjoying the outdoor spaces, not alone, but with each other. Because Marin in general, and Mill Valley in particular, really lend itself to that outdoor living. And so I see us doing that, but doing it together, without masks and with each other.
Hi, I'm Dennis Fisco. I'm the president of the board of directors of Sweetwater Music Hall. And I'm here to speak to you today because Larry asked me to do so, and you can't say no to Larry. I want you to know that Sweetwater's in the process of reopening. We're going to probably start with food and beverage around June 15th, followed soon after, as soon as the state will let us, with live music again. So please come down and help us out. The community's been very forthcoming and supporting us through these last 14 months, and we're really going to need your help once we get opened again. And this being Veterans Day, I want to give a shout out to my father-in-law, Will Polite, the last veteran that was alive in our family, who died last June 1st, not of COVID. Will exemplified what it meant to be a veteran. He had great integrity, and he did unto others, and that's what it's all about. I'm thankful in this community for friends and family. This last 14 months has taught us how important friends and family are. I'm thankful for all the retailers who have struggled along with Sweetwater through these last 14 months. And I hope that many, if not all of them, will come back as we start to open up again. I'm thankful for our first responders, our teachers, our medical personnel who have helped us through this pandemic. I'm thankful that we're bringing diversity, equity, and inclusion to the forefront in our community. And I'm thankful for Mill Valley being what it is, our small town, and everyone pitching in to keep it as enjoyable as it is. So the last thing I'll be thankful for will be doing this live at the Mill Valley Parade next year. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Mark Fishkin, the founder and director of the California Film Institute and the Mill Valley Film Festival. And let me start out by saying, I love a parade. Fun fact, the first Mill Valley Film Festival was in 1978, and the first Mill Valley Memorial Day Parade was about the same time. I've attended every year that I've been able to, and I've enjoyed every minute. This parade represents community and good cheer. The times I attended with my wife Lori and my daughters Tia and Lindsay is something I'll never forget. The joy, wonder, and excitement on my girls' faces is such a special memory. One year, we rode in the parade in a candy apple red Eldorado convertible that belonged to my father-in-law. What a blast that was. And what a privilege it was to also be chosen as Grand Marshal one year. Even though we celebrate Memorial Day with festivities, the occasion itself is to acknowledge bravery and sacrifice, and to remember and honor those who have died in service to our country. It is also important to acknowledge that in this incredibly difficult period, we've been waging a war of our own with the pandemic, and our hearts go out to the families of suffered and lost loved ones. Even though the parade is virtual, we are able to celebrate together. We are a strong community, and the outlook for 2021 is looking brighter. I have every hope that the Memorial Day Parade will be in person next year, and that the October Mill Valley Film Festival will not only be virtual, but in our little hamlet as well. I wish everyone a great day, and I hope to see you all in person soon.
Hi, I'm Mary Diltz, and
Bruce Tremaine, her husband.
And we're here at the Throckmorton Theater. We've been working with the Throckmorton Theater through this whole COVID pandemic. So we're thrilled to be part of this Memorial Day Parade and represent this amazing theater. And I guess one of the things that really tied in the theater with the parade this year is that we've been working to create immersive tours of the theater. And in doing a lot of research in the history, we realized this theater was here for World War I, World War II, Vietnam War, all the wars and pandemics in between. So it's survived 2 pandemics and all that. And so we've been seeing pictures and hearing stories. And it's just really wonderful to have it all kind of come together and see how the strength of people, of a community, of the arts is all, that's what it takes to get us out of these difficult times, no matter what it may be.
you can only imagine how many surface people came out of Mill Valley alone through all of those wars. And so leading into the parade, our favorite part was the beginning when we would hear the bagpipes.
Oh yeah,
which
come running downtown.
it would start me crying from there. and of course, seeing the people that we're honoring, the vets and all, coming down the street was just one of the most moving things I see, and I look forward to every single year.
And now, in more present day, having the flag raising and having the reading of all the names is just
so special,
heartwarming. So
yeah.
So happy Memorial.
And of course, we have to throw a few favorite moments. As I always love the Wells Fargo Stagecoach.
Yes.
Craig Chiquiso riding his Harley and playing guitar at the same time.
And Charlie Deals.
And Charlie Deals.
Toilet
there are a lot of highlights.
Fashion Police, the librarians. Yeah.
And especially we have to give a shout out to Larry for all the things he's done for this city and all those that work behind the scenes on the parade. Thank you so much.
Thank you, and happy Memorial Day.
Hi everyone, I'm Bill Lample, Executive Director of Kiddo, the Mill Valley Schools Community Foundation. Kiddo provides the funding for teacher salaries for all the arts education programs in the Mill Valley School District to ensure that all students receive a well-rounded education, including the arts. This past year has been challenging for so many of us on so many levels, including educating and inspiring elementary and middle school students in isolated virtual environments. It's also been a difficult year for fundraising, and we're so grateful to the families, community members, and businesses that have contributed to Kiddo this year. Thanks to this support, Kiddo was able to provide individual music and art kits for all students so they could have the tools to participate in music and art classes from home. So many individuals went above and beyond to help others in our community, including our amazing community supporters and our educators. This Memorial Day, I think not only about the military personnel that lost their lives, but also all of those that served on the front lines of healthcare during this pandemic. As we look ahead, there is a lot to be thankful for. Kiddo will be celebrating its 40th anniversary next school year. We look forward to participating in next year's parade and also hosting a community celebration of friends and live music after the parade. Happy Memorial Day, Mill Valley.
Hello, Mill Valley. Happy Memorial Day. My name's Larry Brilliant, and my wife and I and our family have lived in Mill Valley for more than 20 years. Not only am I a happy and grateful Mill Valley resident, but I've had the honor on a couple of occasions to be the marshal on the Mill Valley Memorial Day Parade with my good friend, Wavy Gravy. Well, this year there's not going to be a real in-person Memorial Day Parade. But let's use it to think about, during this virtual celebration, all the people who've helped us during this terrible pandemic year. My wife and I are both epidemiologists, so that gives us a dual perspective with which to talk to you. I'm speaking not just as a resident of Mill Valley, but as an epidemiologist so grateful for the work that's been done by our health department, by our doctors, by our nurses, our fire department, police department, all the first responders, all the volunteers who've gone door to door to make sure that people who couldn't get help themselves were taken care of. This is a time to memorialize not just warriors from previous wars. Let's expand that definition of people that we memorialize and that we remember with great gratitude today during this pandemic. Mill Valley has done an extraordinary job. We've all kept our community as safe as possible. The county's done a great job. Look around you and thank everybody you know who's helped one another get us through this terrible year. We all know people who are suffering from PTSD. People who have been depressed. In fact, it's probably more people who are depressed than aren't. Those who've been touched by the disease and their families, or because of the isolation, have had a very rough time. So this Memorial Day, let's say thanks to all who have helped. Let's remember all of those who have lost their life from this disease. And let's work together to continue making Mill Valley the wonderful place that it is. Thank you, everybody. Have a lot of fun on this virtual Memorial Day event.
Hi, Mill Valley. I want to thank you all for coming together to memorialize all those who have served to make our town and our country what it is today, and to those who serve today to make us what we can be in the future. Over the past year and some, we've had more opportunity than usual to reflect on who and what we are and how we got to be this way. Our community and our nation were built by the efforts of those who came before us through military, civic, and emergency response participation, and sustained by the efforts of those who serve us now in those same roles, and particularly today's frontline workers. Well, today is a day to remember those folks and be grateful for them and to them. Thanks for joining me on that.